We're going live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy GC3, and I'm in the place to be here in lovely Arizona. We're a few minutes away from tip off. We're gonna have Salpointe Catholic taking on Mesquite. It's a Tucson versus Gilbert battle. I just have the privilege, the pleasure to be joined by my co-host, my man, the voice of the North, my man CK. What's going on, CK? How's your day going, my friend?
What's up, buddy? It's going good, man. Just getting things done around out here and getting ready to watch some good basketball here coming up. It's
Absolutely. I'm
gonna be a
excited.
fun game.
So, both teams are pretty loaded. Coach Candice Gonzalez does a great job with her program year after year. Mesquite's always a contender. But, enter in Coach Joe Luovano, who I've been able to follow since the start of my career, kind of covering games. And, he's built a powerhouse down there. He's just continued on with Salpointe. Just they're loaded with some talent. I really like, Talia Henderson. They had another addition of Sydney Anderson, but the list goes on. I mean, they got another. They have J.C. Nelson, who's a sensational freshman. Jolie Nelson. They just have Allison Evans, another one who did really well. Another kid that's also under the radar who's coming up as well is Ariana Kolash. And then you you can't forget about Hannah Williams. That's providing that post presence. But they're loaded. They can go.
Yeah, with Mesquite, everything kind of goes through Nevaeh Gidry right now. I think she's about 18 points a game. They got a really good 3-point shooter, sharp shooter, and Pippa Krieger. She can really hit it from deep. She's fun to watch. And then the Gonzalez girl, their point guard, really solid ball handler. Uh, can hit the three, drive and dish. So it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Can't wait to watch this game. There's some talent out there on the court. They're not quite as loaded as maybe Salpointe, but they're going to give them a game for sure. They might not be as deep as what I mean, but they're definitely going to give them a game, I think.
Absolutely, I'm excited. I mean, it's just fun, to be back. Man, I just been just down and out. For those of you that don't know, I've been just battling this cold. I don't know if it's even a. It feels like more than a cold, but I was just dealing with a lot of congestion and cough. So, that's another reason why with all the other health conditions I've been battling over the last year, I haven't been out and about as I first used to. I'm just really careful on where I'm going because I can't afford to get sick. But I'm back and I'm just excited because I
Yeah,
love working with CK. Does a great job, compliments what I do. So I feel like Robin and he's Batman. So I take the lead.
I would say it's opposite.
But no, we're doing a lot of good things. I mean, this watch party's been a hit. I know we hit the 2A and the 3A. That was amazing. I was so sick. I CK took over for me the 3A. I couldn't. I was just like, like just feeling like death. But it just it's been a lot of fun. I mean, we had like 2,000 views, people tune in. So thank you all for your love and support. Promoting the work that me and CK does, for the state for Arizona girls basketball.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're back, man. It's hard to fill in all the content doing it by yourself. And then I screwed up. We went into overtime and the Desert missed the game, and Ty's all messaging me, "Hey man, your mic's on mute. Your mic's on mute." So I missed like the first minute. I'm all jumping around and people have no idea what I'm saying. So I probably look like that big chicken we saw the other day.
You know what? I wonder if that big chicken is going to make a reappearance, man, and maybe give these fans some free chicken tenders or some wings or a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that sounds good. I had some wings
Yeah,
earlier today.
yeah. I had I'm on a restricted diet, so it's just been tough for me. But I'm still trying to continue on my health journey. I know I kind of bounced away from it, but I'm going to get back to it because ultimately, health is wealth. I just got to keep grinding, keep trying to improve my health, and you know, yeah, that's the biggest thing. So I can be around to cover these kids because I have a lot of fun scouting and evaluating as well as promoting these kids. I mean, Arizona has been since I got involved in the business, it's been more and more talent. It seems like the younger classes are super loaded.
Yeah, there's I was talking to our buddy Cameo the other day, Mr.
Okay,
Gems in the gym, and he hit me up to make sure he didn't miss any 28 kids, and I sent him a list of probably about 6 or 7 girls, and that are worthy, and that's a big time event. So usually, you get 1 or 2 out of Arizona, but there's a lot of girls that are worthy this up and coming classes, and it's kind of fun to see the young talent nowadays. Like it seems to be getting better and better each year.
no, I agree. I mean, I was just talking to a college coach the other night, and we were talking about what's left in the 2024s, and I'm like, it's there's not a lot. It's not a deep class. It's not
Yeah,
like I told him what you got to get on is a 27s and 28s. Because I think our freshman class here is probably one of the deepest classes the state's seen in some time, and as well as the 2028s, the eighth graders coming up are very talented.
yeah. There's definitely some solid freshmen this year for sure. The one that's been kind of a sleeper that not a lot of people know about, but are getting to know now is the Chanel Ochoa girl from Washington High School. She's about 6'1", and she plays on the Mexican national team. That girl she's good, dude. She's built too. She's not some tall, skinny girl. She knows how to use her body and play, and very unselfish player. I think she averages around 6 assists also to go with her average double double. So that's a really good one. Of course, Savannah Tobias up at Mingus Union, she's solid. Um, More of a wing type player, but yeah, there's a bunch of them. I mean, not in Arizona, but in New Mexico. I don't know if you remember the girl from Gallup, the freshman that we went
That's
up to
right.
watch, and she's doing big things right now. Saw some highlights the other day. They took down number one Kirtland Central, their first loss of the year, and she had like 3 huge plays at the end. So she's going to be a good one. Makai is her name, but they're all over, man. There's some good ones for sure.
Well, I mean, even like just looking at this game, I mean, look, I'm looking at the Mesquite roster right now. There's you got Skyly Gonzalez, Nalia Guidry, and Lizzie Norton and Jensen Coward. I mean, again, for freshmen to be on these teams, they got to be really good.
Yeah,
These two teams are duking it out for the 4A state championship. And
yeah.
on the other side, I got to see like JC Nelson. I know her dad, Jimmy Nelson, who's been around, in Tucson for quite some time. Older brother, Evan Nelson, plays at Harvard. He's a Division I prospect. Ended up choosing Harvard, so
Wow.
having a story career in the Ivy League, and you know, and then another freshman on that roster is Ariana Kolach, which her grandfather and I are really good friends. Grandfather Wayne, I think the world of him. He's been one of my biggest supporters for many years, and he does a good job in helping me cover down in there, in Tucson, as well as my other good friend, Coach Vince Lombardi, who's down there and runs Southern AZ Hoops Review. I mean, I wouldn't be able to see all the kids. I'm only one person, and of course, for those who don't know, I mean, CK and I we work really closely together. We help each other out. Just comparing notes, and CK does a great job in knowing where all the players are in the four corners. So, when college coaches hit me up looking for, under the radar sleeper prospects, I just send them to CK's way. I'm like, well, if you want to go and recruit the reservation, he's the guy to know. He knows the four corners area like nobody else. He knows where all the players are at. He has, besides just knowing them, he has a great relationship with them and their family. So, for college coaches needing players, especially if they're looking for native talent. CK is a valuable resource. He's the guy to know up in the Four Corners area.
Well, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for the shout out there. Long time now, so and I got a pretty good handle down to about 7th grade kids right now, still coming up, and there's some really good ones. Probably the best one coming up is the 7th grader, Layla Curtis, and that
I've
girl's
seen
gonna
her
be,
play.
yeah, she's different. She's special. She's a special player. She's
I didn't realize she was only a 7th grader because I remember playing up.
yeah, she played for me like in 5th grade, and she was dominate. She's played on my 14U and my 8th grade team, and she was putting up double figures. But she's just a really good all around player, good ball handler, good passer. She doesn't get rattled. The moment's not too big for her, so definitely a girl you want to keep your eye on. Another freshman that I didn't mention is Trace Sinigini from Tuba City High School. She had a great year. I think she got honorable mention for the 3A North as a freshman. That's pretty solid. And I don't know if you guys remember, but her sister Tate Sinigini, she played at NAU. And that,
Okay, wow.
yeah, and she's already like 5'9", 5'10" already, but she's a guard.
That's a good sized guard.
Yeah, so another really good upcoming, freshman. Next year, probably there's like 4 really good returners, seniors and juniors next year. But Kieran Mann from Monument Valley, she's a 6-foot post that's really turning some heads. She was at your event. She lit up Dream City Christian pretty good. If you remember, she had like 23 against them at your event in June last year. And then, of course, Quilliazzi and DeJohn White from Chinle, they're going to definitely be there next year as well. A couple more seniors. So they're out there, man. They're everywhere. DeVay Willie from Window Rock, she really came up huge this year, really made a huge jump. And then Taylor Franklin at Page, she's going to be special. She's got 2 more years still. And I'm still waiting for my bet that I won from you on her hitting that big shot.
I gotta make a bet with you. I mean, if let's put it this way. I mean, I don't, maybe we'll do it for the Open on who scores the first bucket of the game. So, I'll make a bet with you if you got to buy me you got to get me a big chicken, though, a pet chicken. I want, I keep thinking about that oversized chicken running around from the other day. That was one big chicken when the camera zoomed. I was like, man, that's a big chicken. I mean, man, I've never seen one that big.
I'm having trouble here getting the game to pull up. It says live, but it's not allowing me in.
Mine is still the countdown. It's but do make sure it's the one that's in Phoenix, because there's another stream that's connected that says Tucson, and it's just their live camera at the Salpointe, and it's
Okay, so that's the one I clicked on the Tucson one. Let me click on the Phoenix one.
That's why.
Yeah, it's still saying watch later though. It says live watch later. Huh.
Yeah, I clicked on the one that said Phoenix. I saw 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I might have to switch something up here.
Well, you know what? I got Coach Davin Leslie on, so I don't mind dragging him on early on and talk to him while you're working on that, if that's okay, CK.
Yeah, just give me like a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll go and I'll bring in Coach Leslie.
Okay.
Coach Leslie. So guys, I want to welcome Coach Davin Leslie from Dobson High School. He's a varsity assistant there. And Coach Leslie and I, we have a great relationship. I just love Dobson. I mean, I've known Coach Bribiescas and his family for a while, and you know, Coach Leslie's been one of my biggest supporters. And Coach, welcome to the live listening party.
Yeah, thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I've been following you for quite some time now, and we've been corresponding back and forth over that period of time. And yeah, I likewise I appreciate the support as well for Dobson Girls.
So, Coach, I mean, what's your prediction in this game? I mean, I know Mesquite. You guys probably cross paths with Mesquite in the off season, time to time, and occasionally you may catch them during the season in like an invitational. But between Mesquite and Salpointe, and I know Coach Bribiescas and Coach Luovano have a long, strong relationship as they both are from Superior, Arizona. So, I mean, what is your prediction for this game?
Well, I think for this game, I mean, they both have athletes on both sides. So right now, it looks like it's a pretty close game. I think South Point, they have their size. They have I feel like they have the speed on that back end. Coach Josh, I think he does a great job, him and his staff there. Um, but you can't count out the Wildcats either. I mean, they're a strong team and they got a very um, um, good system there. So I would say it's neck and neck. Right now, I'll probably say 60-40 South Point.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know right now the game hasn't tipped off yet, but and I apologize. Yeah, I think my guy Ty is still working on who's my
Oh yeah,
tech
yeah. Oh, I
supporter,
see. I see. Yeah,
and then now
but
he's
I think.
pulling up. Your guys' game that I got to live broadcast.
Oh, I see that.
We
Yeah,
live broadcast this last year or the
yeah.
last for this past season. Sorry, not last year. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you know, um, I had a
Against
lot
Mesa,
of
looks
fun.
like.
We had a
Yeah,
ton of fun doing that game. Next year, coach, I promise. You have my word. We're gonna do it. We're gonna at least be there twice next year. We had a lot of fun calling your game. Your teams are always fun to watch compete. Super
right.
excited. So,
No, no, yeah. That would be great. And I got a bit confused because I saw a score up there, and I was like, "What's going on here? Did it already start?"
oh
But
no, it tips off at 6, and I think right now I'm
yeah,
waiting
that's
for
what I
the
figured.
stream to pop up so we
Uh-huh.
can begin our color commentary. But I still think they're doing all the pregame ceremonies with the
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know
Well,
with
we faced Mesquite in the off season, like you said. We had a league at Dobson, and we plan to have continue that league again this June, and Mesquite was involved in that as well as South Point was involved in that league too. And felt like it was a great league, good competition there. So we were able to play both teams that are actually playing tonight. So I wish them both well and I wish them both luck tonight.
absolutely. I mean, I'm just excited because both teams are well coached and they're very
Yeah.
talented. So
Yeah.
these next few days is going to be a lot of fun to cover. I mean, I know you guys came up a little bit short, but overall, you guys had a fantastic season.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
expect you guys are going to be back. The Mustangs have a lot of talent spread out throughout the program, which is
Yeah,
great.
yeah, I'm really proud of our group. Unfortunately, yeah, we did fall short there in the tail end of the fourth quarter, and it was a neck and neck game back and forth. And we had each team had opportunities. And I think whoever made the last run was we're gonna take that game. And then, fortunate for Sandra Day, they made that last run there in the fourth quarter that kind of sealed the deal on that game. But all in all, I'm very proud of our staff and the girls there and our seniors for the contributions they have put over time over the years there at Dobson. And yeah, we got this fresh bunch of group of freshmen coming up that are now going to be have a season under their belt, which is always a plus. And the a core of sophomore and juniors that are going to be upperclassmen that are coming back as well. So yeah, I'm really optimistic about our future, and I'm excited about that for sure.
Well, and I got to bring that up. I I love Lana Shirley. That's one of my favorite freshman kids. Love
Yeah,
that kid.
yeah, absolutely. So do I. I mean, just as a person, she's just has that bubble personality. She's very funny. She's very good character. Her parents have done a great job with her. And her basketball IQ is high for a freshman, and I just love, even though she's quote unquote undersized, inside the paint, she makes up for that with her footwork, with her patience, being able to get her defenders, one way or then another off balance, so that way she can finish around the rim. And that's a huge plus for her, especially being a freshman, is that she finishes well around the rim, and she has good hands. I mean, you have a point guard like Josiah Billy that is slashing through the lanes and giving you dropping dimes. She has the mitts for, to catch that ball, and that's always a plus for a girl in her position.
Yeah, and the other freshman you got that I really like is, to tap on, CK and I, we were talking about, everything and just how talented this freshman group. And I got to shout out Malia Moreno, just another
Mm.
really great kid. Love that family. Got to support. She's also part Hawaiian, native Hawaiian. So,
Yeah, yeah,
I think for my kids, like of my people, trying to help support them because not a lot of
sure.
Polynesians get the opportunity to play at the next level. So, I know she's
Right.
going to be really good coming up. And I mean, you guys had a fantastic senior class, and but you still got players. Like the cupboard's not bare. You got kids in other classes, and I'm just excited for your future, coach. I mean, next year they're
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
be stronger.
I mean, yeah, that's and that's the whole. That's why feel so optimistic. You know what I mean? We don't have. I mean, even though we're losing four this year, but we still got a young group coming up. And then who knows who comes through as an incoming freshman? So for sure the future is there, and Malik. Um, I think Moreno, she does a great job out there. She's just very. What I like about her is that she's not afraid to be physical. She's a sharpshooter. She has a good shot when she's on. She's on, and she can
I had a question.
and she can go off.
Well, I got CK back. He's done working on
Hey,
the technical difficulties. So now mine is acting up. So I'm going to bring in CK on the conversation because he has some questions. So I'll be right back.
hey, CK, what's going on, man? How you
What's
doing?
up? Good, brother. How are you doing, man?
Uh, doing good right now. Just I'm here with you all, and at the same time at my son's club soccer practice. So yeah, life's good.
Hey, I had a question for you. How's Shaylin Williams doing? Is she coming back, or how's the knee
Yeah,
coming along?
Shaylin. I mean, gosh, God bless her heart, because she's she's trying to get back on track. She has spent a year in JV after having a year with us at varsity last year, and just, unfortunate, injury for her, that, she wanted getting a little bit more experience and game time at the JV level, and having to have an injury like that, um, and I know personally too, because I went through two ACLs myself, and for her, it was just really just being positive. Anytime that she's around us in the gym, just making sure I always make sure that I checked in with her, and just making sure that her outlook on her basketball life, her career, high school career, is a positive one. So I feel like she's getting there. She's getting stronger, faster, building more strength, and I think that ultimately, the last conversation I had with Shay was build that confidence, having confidence in your ability, and not really second guess your body, your knee. That you know professionals, they reconstruct and do what they do, and they say you're good, you're good. So it's all about the mental game for sure for her.
Yeah, I got a little, special place in my heart for that girl. I coached her for a few
Yeah.
years, so I'm rooting for her. I talk to her every once in a while. I'll try to encourage her. I actually hooked her up with a girl that plays over at Navajo Prep. Do you know? Have you heard of Cassidy Jones?
Yeah. I've actually reached out to her when she had that same type of injury too, just kind of give her some encouragement. We follow each other on Instagram, and it just, my heart goes out to players that have to go through that, and me having to go through that, and then having a daughter go through two of those in high school herself, I felt like, anytime we can shower these kids with positivity, encouragement, and just having a better outlook, because it is a mental game, along with the physical as well. So, yeah, I know Cassidy.
Yeah, she's a great kid. She reached out to Shaylin as well and kind of told her journey. And now
Good for her.
Cassie's playing brace free, and she's a junior, so she's got one more year now. And I was just talking to her the other day, and she was just letting me know that she's almost feels normal again, and that's been, I mean, it's been going on 2 years, so the
Yeah.
confidence thing. So I
Hmm.
appreciate what you do over there, for the kids, and definitely for Shaylin and that, and that I really appreciate being positive with her and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And here at
Me-
the tail end of the season, I reached out to, I had a conversation with her, but I also reached out to her father, Farron, and I was, just letting him know, like, hey, whatever I can do in the spring and the summer, like, let me know. We can get into the gym. I had to rehab. I'm rehabbing myself, and then having to get my daughter rehab and getting her back when she was playing at Dobson, and getting her fit to play and just building up that strength. I kind of feel like, I mean, I'm not a certified physical therapist by any means, but I have a special place for, girls who go through that injury in my heart. Like, I want to get them back. I want to get them back stronger, faster, so yeah, so hopefully we can get some workouts in with Shay, and then we'll see what her junior year holds for her.
right on, man. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, because she's an excellent shooter. I mean, she's got
Oh
more to her
yeah.
game, but man, she's lights out from threes
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So that'll
Yeah,
help. That'll help
she
out.
has a great feel. She has a great feel for the game. She has a great feel, good court vision, and she's a good passer as well. And yeah, I mean, she's lights out. When she's hot for sure.
So you got you guys I saw the score. They came back. I didn't see what happened. Did you say they made a big run on you in the fourth quarter? Is that what happened Saturday?
Yeah, we had got up by 7, I believe it was, and we were, and my initial feeling is like, man, we made a good run, but I felt we made it too early, and I think, in hindsight, just thinking back, we're just bracing. You make a run, the other team makes a run. You always want to be the one that makes the run, the last one, the important one. And I felt like how the fourth quarter kind of panned out with the foul situation, and it didn't help that our point guard Josiah Billy fouled out, with like just under 4 minutes left in the game. It kind of put us in a tough position. But
That's a huge
hey, it was
loss.
just, yeah, but Marley Perez is our freshman backup point guard. I mean, she was thrust into that position, but that was something new that she hasn't experienced this year. There was a Nike tournament where Josiah wasn't able to go, and she started for us against a tough Seton Catholic team and did well. And there's other instances throughout the season that Marley was put in those type of pressure situations. So I had the confidence in our freshman point guard, that she would hold it down. But it's just, unfortunately, just things add up. Mistakes add up, and then inside that type of game, your mistakes are magnified. And if they keep piling up, then they put you in a tough position. And that's kind of what happened with us at the end there. So yeah.
Well, we got the game about to start, gentlemen, but Coach Leslie, thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, you bet.
And the way so thanks, Coach. We'll see you again soon. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, George, and CK, for everything y'all do for girls hoops, man. Much love
Thank
out
you, man.
there.
You
Yep.
too.
All right, see you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. So sorry, the game was a little bit delayed, but now we're live. So Mesquite controls the tip. Right away. Salpointe wearing the white, Mesquite wearing the black, and Neve Gidry gets to the rim and Salpointe strikes first. Or correction, Mesquite uh, strikes first. And now Salpointe, bringing the ball up, rotating the ball around really well. Salpointe has the size advantage significantly. You got Henderson at the top, pass to Watts, and an inside shot. Sorry, I didn't even see who that was. That play went by so fast. But Salpointe ties it up with a lay-in.
Your feed's ahead of mine, George.
Oh, okay.
I'm behind.
Uh,
So just kind of
I'll
take
continue on.
control. Yeah,
That's the only thing
I'm
with
gonna
with
log back in.
our. Yeah, if you want to try to log back in, and I'll just take over for right now. But yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
we had a tie up and turnover, which with the jump ball, the tie up, possession arrow goes to the Lancers, and it's they're just really rotating the ball. Allison even is doing a fantastic job facilitating, but we got another turnover. We have a travel violation. Looked like she dragged her pivot foot, and Mesquite's going to retain the ball. We got the score tied up, 6:14 left in a quarter to play, and Salpointe applying full court pressure. Henderson and Williams is really showing their athleticism and size, and the ball is poked out. Sydney Anderson hobbling the ball, and it ends up out of bounds. So the Wildcats would end up retaining possession. Again, Salpointe is looking to put the full court pressure. And I guess there's technical difficulties on the live stream because now mine is buffering. This is interesting because I know I got strong internet. So I'm assuming, it might be, over there because I've covered, basketball before and, there and have to sit courtside and it's tough. Like the reception is just not, there's no reception in there. That's why the venue is not really one of my favorites.
I got 5-4. What do you got, George? I got 5-4 Salpointe. Just hit a 3. What is that? What you got?
I got 2-2 still because it's reverted back. So I guess I'm gonna have to refresh my feed.
Okay, so it's 5-4 Salpointe. They got the ball. They're bringing it up now. 24 passes it over on the wing. Long 3 by the lefty at the top. No good. Rebound Gidry for Mesquite. Gonzalez bringing it up right now. It's 5-4 Salpointe. Mesquite attacking, but cut off. Nice deflection there by number 3. Gidry goes in off the glass, no good. 24 for the board with Salpointe. It's going to be Salpointe ball. They call the foul on Gidry.
Gidry is one of the talents in the team.
So number 3 for Salpointe, she's got the ball. Who's that? Who's number 3?
Talia Henderson.
Okay, yeah, she's tough. Dribbling the ball to the left, kicks it over to 24. Attacking the middle, mid-range jumper is good by, it's hard to see the number here.
Again, guys, I apologize because even my turned off. I just think that maybe it's bugged. They're like, we don't want these guys to.
Mesquite's bringing it up right now. Number 11, Gonzalez has it behind the back. Oh, crossover, attacks to out to Krieger. Krieger with the ball. Down to number 3, Fisher. She goes in and she's fouled by number 24.
Yeah, Salpointe really playing tight on that defense, that pressure D.
Looks like Gonzalez to inbound. Out to Fisher. Over to Krieger. Krieger down to Guidry. Guidry's attacking. Goes underneath. Tough shot. No good. Are you good with your end now? 7-4.
Yeah, I'm like a few seconds behind you. I got 7-4 with 4:03 left and ticking.
Okay, yeah. So we're like
Henderson with a rebound.
We're like 6 seconds apart. Timeout right now.
I know this is so difficult, but we're trying our best. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in. We got 6 viewers. Again, shout out to you guys. If you guys want to comment on the comment section to say where you're tuning in from, I'd appreciate it. I'm actually refreshing my feed again right now because it's been just lagging. It's been just interesting. Maybe Sporting Girls basketball. That's awesome. So I'm hoping mine will pick up so I can, what I'll do is maybe I'll go quarter to quarter. I'll let CK call the first quarter and I'll come back the second quarter and call it.
That might have to work.
Yeah, mine is still loading. It's interesting.
Oh, man. I'm trying to get the other roster real quick because it's a commercial right now.
Yeah, mine is still refreshing. I'm hoping I get on once it's
So Salpointe's going to inbound the ball from the sidelines here. Okay. So 33's got it for Salpointe. Out to number 3 at the top. Swinging around to the corner, nothing doing. Good defense by Mesquite. Guidry up. Nice seal down low by Salpointe by number 30. Now Salpointe's pressure in full court. Gonzalez got some handles. She just went right around her back, right around the girl. But tipped away. Mesquite recovers. Kicks it out to Krieger for 3. In and out, no good. Good rebound underneath by Gonzalez to Guidry. Guidry goes to attack. Number 13 with the steal. It's going to be, not sure what they called there. Okay, it's going to be Mesquite ball. It must have been an offensive foul. 3 minutes to go. 9-4. Oh, nice underneath to Guidry with the left for 2. 9-6 now. Number 3 for Salpointe coming up with the ball. Kicks it back out over to 33. To 20. Over to 13 at the top. Back to 33. Ball fake. Attacks the lane. Kicks it out. Good defense. Nice step back by 33. Hits it. 2-pointer. 11-6 now. Swatted. There's a block party right there. Number 33. Back. Guidry gets it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacks the middle. Goes in. Gets blocked again by 33. Salpointe on the break. Number 3 is up and no good, but a foul. Some subs coming in right now. Oh, they called an offensive foul on that. So the Mesquite has the ball again down. Gonzalez probing in the middle, spin move underneath for bucket for looks like I couldn't tell the number. They got these dark and uniforms with dark blue numbers, and it's hard to see. It was Fisher bucket for Mesquite. So it's 11-8 right now, minute 47 to go. Mesquite's get the ball back on the turnover. So they'll be inbounding. Guidry will be inbounding here. Over to Fisher. Fisher to Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacking behind the back. Nothing there. Guidry hands off to Guidry. Guidry's attacking, goes down off the glass. Money. Nice shot by Guidry. 11-10. Neve Guidry. So 33 over to 2. Down to 30 on the sideline. Number 15 with the ball, 20 over to 30 for Salpointe. Tries to attack baseline. Nothing doing. 20 spins in the lane. Call a travel on her. So back to Mesquite. Minute 14 to go. I watched Mesquite a little bit against Flagstaff the other night, and they look a lot more active right now, like a lot more energy. So 11-10 right now. Gonzalez bringing it up. Just crosses the timeline, guarded by number 15. Gonzalez over to Fisher. Fisher handling the ball to Krieger for a long 3. In and out, no good. Man, Gonzalez is everywhere. She gets a board underneath to Guidry. Kicks it out for a 3, no good. Fisher tips it out of bounds. It's going to be Salpointe's ball. So they inbound right now. Coming up the court, number 2 with the ball. Over to 3 for Salpointe. Attacking with the left. Draws the foul on Gonzalez. Number 3 with the 3 ball from the corner for Salpointe. 14-10, 34 seconds to go. Fisher inbounds to Gonzalez. Gonzalez working the ball up the sidelines. Between the legs, behind the back. Trying to get a little, oh my gosh, she did it behind the back again, kicks it out. Oh, they call it a double dribble. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. 18.7 seconds left. Salpointe with the ball. Inbounds the ball. Here we go. Number 2 bringing it up, hustling up the court. Down to 14. Over to 30. 33 to 24. 2 to 33 from the corner for 3 off the rim. No good. Fisher hustles to save it, but it's out of bounds. It'll be back to Salpointe with 3.2 seconds to go. Looking inbound from the side. 33's got the ball. She puts up a long 3 at the buzzer. Oh, she banks it in. That was deep. Number 33 drops it at the buzzer. 17-10. I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. My computer, you gotta love technology sometimes. It bumped me out, so I had to restart my entire computer. So I'm finally back. But seems like it's been an eventful, quarter. We got South Point leading 17-10 over Mesquite, and that's only a couple buckets, so they'll be back in it. Uh, Super excited to bring the second quarter. I'm going to take over the second quarter, and we have another special guest that's going to come in on the halftime, which is Coach Karen Self, who's the head coach at Seton Catholic there in Chandler, and she knows the 4A oh so well. Having to play against these teams, year in and year out. But like I said, just great action. We're on a commercial break right now. Waiting for the second quarter to begin. So, yeah.
I'm just taking some notes.
Well, thank you all for joining us. CK. Thanks for covering it for me because man, I couldn't believe my computer crashed. It went sideways, but now it's all good. My internet signal is at full blast, so I shouldn't have any more issues. I think there's just a lag. But I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad that the season is coming to an end. Just what a great season for everybody. It was definitely tough. So to begin the second quarter, the Wildcats of Mesquite are going to bring the ball in, and Gonzalez looking to go downhill, and his interception by number 2 on Salpointe. So I'm talking streams, JC Nelson, and Salpointe is going to get that bucket, I believe, and it's their lead to 19-10. Gidry gets downhill, but the layup is too strong. Rebound and outlet, quick outlet. That's one thing with Salpointe is they play so up tempo. And Talia Henderson gets the and one through contact, and will go to the line to shoot the bonus and one. What a play! Henderson's just one of the. Was that CK?
That was tough.
So I think we're caught up. Oh my gosh! Again, thank you to all our viewers and subscribers for being patient. We can't control technology sometimes, but we're back in it. I mean, Henderson's at the line to shoot the and one, and she can it rims right out, but is rebounded by Hannah Williams, but she steps on the line, which results in the turnover. So the Mesquite Wildcats are going to have the ball at the baseline. Right now, 7:18 left. Lancers 21, Wildcats 10. You can't count the Wildcats out. They're just a tough-nosed team that competes at a high level all the time. And so much quick ball movement. Both teams they play very up tempo.
Yeah, Gonzalez, she kicks it out there. Looks like Gidry went out of the game for a minute, get a quick break. Cowart's in for Mesquite as well as Udall is in, and Gonzalez with the ball right now behind the back. Nice move, attacks the lane, goes up. Draws the foul. Draws the foul on Henderson. So looks like she'll go to the line, shooting 2. So 2 shots.
Definitely a great game so far. I mean, it's only 11 points. The Wildcats do have the firepower, and Gonzalez is the first of 2. So we'll line it up for the second shot. And Gonzalez's free throw is nothing but net. Ball inbounded to Nelson by Henderson. Nelson's looking to facilitate. Kicks the ball to the corner to Sydney Anderson. Anderson goes downhill and hits hits Nelson on the backdoor cut, and Nelson gets the lay in. Salpointe leading with 6:25 left, 23-12. Salpointe really putting that pressure and trying to use their athleticism and size. And the layup is too strong. Now Salpointe looking to push the ball up the court. Watts kicks to Nelson, and the ball goes right back to Watts. Pass inside to Henderson. Henderson turnaround jump shot, but is rebounded by Hannah Williams, but is fouled for an over the back. So Salpointe will retain possession at the baseline. You got Hannah Williams to inbound. Product, Hannah Williams and Talia Henderson, product of Coach Jamal Rhodes' Arizona Supreme program down there in Tucson. Coach Rhodes now is an assistant there at University of Kentucky. And hook shot by Williams, rims out, steal by Anderson. Anderson gets it with the turnaround hook. Lancers increasing their lead 25-12 with 5:40 left. And just like that, I mean, both these teams play so up tempo. And a drive and a floater by number 13 Watson is just short. Mesquite with the rebound and pushing the ball up the court. Guidry getting a little bit of trouble and kicks it out. 3-point shot no good, but rebound by Hannah Williams, and we got a timeout on the floor. Coach Luivano is going to want to talk it over with his group. But man, CK, this game is flying by. I mean, these teams are playing extremely up tempo. I thought it would be, one or the other may want to slow it down a little bit, but man, they're pushing the ball. I mean, possessions are averaging, it seems like 5 to 7 seconds. That's it.
Yeah, they're definitely getting up and down the court. Salpointe Catholic definitely taking advantage of their size inside, on missed shots, getting those putbacks to get that lead up to 13 right now.
You can't count the Wildcats out. I mean, Coach Gonzalez has done a phenomenal job with the program. They're one of the top contenders year in and year out. Really, really strong. But Salpointe, though, they're just loaded. Salpointe is loaded with some talented athletes. And it's just that depth and the size and athleticism. It's quite a bit. But so Nelson the inbound to Henderson. Henderson showing her versatility, bringing the ball in. Kicks to the wing, Williams, and then they feed it back to Henderson on the inside. And Henderson, with that washing machine pivot up and in, lays it off the glass and count it. Lancers are up now 27-12. And
that was some nice footwork down there, for sure.
Absolutely, but Guidry with the acrobatic off balance shot and no good. So ball goes out of bounds and it's going to be retained by the white team, which is the Salpointe. So I think I mentioned earlier, Salpointe Lancers from Tucson wearing white, the Mesquite Wildcats wearing black with that royal blue trim. Great looking set of uniforms. I really like both teams and nice colorways. But into the game was number 20, AJ Luau. Another one of my favorite Southern Arizona kids. 2024 uncommitted, stands about 6'5", good size, great potential, great upside. But we got this game is going by quick. I mean, both teams really moving the ball. I mean, 5 to 7 second possessions, and they're just moving the ball back and forth, back and forth. And a 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by JC Nelson. She pushes the ball up court, gets it to Henderson. Henderson pulls it out, hits a cutting Williams. Williams layup, no good. Rebound by the Wildcats, and the Wildcats are going to push it up court. We got Salpointe 27, Mesquite 12 with 3:37 and counting left in the half. Wow, we're almost at halftime. Just fast. Gonzalez moving the ball around. Rebound by Henderson. Henderson goes downhill. Ball's poked out, but retained by Nelson. Nelson swings it to Williams to Lual. Lual feeds Williams back inside. Turnaround jumper just out. Lual with the rebound and is fouled. She will go to the line on that offensive rebound. Definitely that size is definitely a contending factor.
You can tell Henderson, she's just a step above everybody else in this game. Like she's the real deal.
Yeah, she's an elite high major prospect, just being recruited by all the Power 5 schools. Probably going to be one of the best players to come out of Arizona. And a lot of people they don't give, they got to give credit to the surrounding cast too, because her teammate, Hannah Williams is just as talented as well. And Lual hits that second free throw. And now it's 28-12. Salpointe with a lead, strong lead. And Salpointe is just putting in that full court pressure. Zala's going downhill and looks like she was it fouled? No, it wasn't a
She
foul.
went out of bounds. They called.
Lost the ball, man. We got a timeout on the floor. Man, there's that big chicken again, man. That's my friend Gary Schwartz too. That's one of my friends. One of the officials. And I'm going to hit him up after the game. Be like, hey, man, you got to get a picture with that big chicken from ATL Wings. And awesome part about that chicken is that chicken has a crown, so that's the king of chickens. Definitely
he looks like the king of chickens.
And we're on a commercial break. But CK, again, first of all, I want to thank all the people tuning in, all 8 of you. Again, thank you. Shout out to Anna Redmond, tuning in. Coach Louis Vano's sister tuning in to the live, tune into the live listening party. We're trying to do our best to provide our play-by-play. Right now, it's just been we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but able to. Man, there's that chicken again. I'm telling you, like I might have to go to the game just to go take a picture with the chicken.
The basketball
Wings, that's a 6 foot.
Tiny.
That chicken's about over 6 feet, probably about 6'5", 6'6", and probably over 200 pounds. That's one of the biggest chickens I've seen in my life. Sheesh. I want one.
I wonder
now.
if he can dunk. I wonder if he can dunk.
So right now we got so it's going to be Mesquite ball, was tipped out of bounds at Salpointe, but it's 28-12. Lancers leading the Wildcats, and Guidry goes to work in the paint. She kicks it out. Gonzalez for 3, and she converts it. That was from way out there. She hit that beautiful shot.
That was a big bucket. They needed.
Absolutely. So, Anderson bringing the ball up to facilitate the offense, rotates it to Dagnino, and the shot's off. Rebound by the Wildcats. The Wildcats looking to push, but they lose the ball on that possession, resulting in a turnover. We got Lancers ball. Lancers going to have to go 94 feet. We got 2:15 left in the half. Salpointe 28, Mesquite 15. And Mesquite just got to keep playing that defense to try to slow down the Lancers. But we got a foul on the floor on it looks like number 22. Or was it number 32, Jalen McClin, trying to contain 6'5" AJ Luol.
Oh,
And still, Gonzalez, she goes downhill and is fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. Kalia Gonzalez is having a monster game. And we got 154 left. Just a talented family. Been following that family for a while. Even most recently, her brother Cohen Jay, one of my other favorite players on the boys' side, just an explosive, talented young man who now is at Pima Community College. And Gonzalez converts that second free throw. We got Salpointe 28, Mesquite 16, and we got 148 left in the half. Both teams playing really up tempo. 3-point shot by Henderson. Count it. Talia Henderson from long range in the corner. What a shot. And the Wildcats are going to need a bucket. They're going to need a quick bucket and a stop to end the half. Guidry looking to go downhill. And, man, if it was playing by the pro rules, she would have got the and one with the continuation. But the call is going to be a foul on the floor. Guidry just playing a heck of a game. Her and Kalia Gonzalez they're just out there competing at a high level. And the ball is rotating around. Henderson with the steal, deflection, loose ball, retained by Nelson. Nelson starts moving the ball. 3-point attempt by number 13. And that's Jordan Watts, but no good. And Mesquite's going to bring the ball up. Got 45 seconds left in the half. And last touch by the Lancers. So the Wildcats they're gonna have the ball at the baseline. They got 43 seconds left in the half. If they can hit a shot right here, that would be very monumental for them to go into the half, cutting into that deficit. But it's a turnover. Loose ball. Both teams really diving for the floor. And that's Williams to Henderson. Henderson goes downhill, and she powers her way through the hoop and gets the lay-in. Lancers building that lead, 33-16. You got 20 seconds left. Shot clock is off, and I assume the Wildcats going to work for the next shot. And a 3-point attempt just rims out. I couldn't see her number because of her hair. But Wildcats are going to retain possession. We got 2 seconds left. Guidry with the 3. And did it count? I didn't see the officials. I think it's not going to count it. Time expired.
No good.
So no good.
Yep,
we're
no
going to
good.
have an eventful halftime. We got Salpointe 33, Mesquite 16, and we're going to go on a little bit of a break. But when we get back from this break here in a few seconds, I got a special guest. I got my second special guest here on the listening party. One of my favorite coaches in the state, probably one of my favorite coaches on the West Coast. I've been able to watch coaches get to know coaches from different states. But I have a huge respect for Coach Karen Self of Seton Catholic. She's going to join us here in a few seconds. We'll be right back. Let me get a sip of water to clear my throat. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I got a special guest this evening, Coach Karen Self out of Seton Catholic. Coach, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. We've got a lot of sports going on right now, so it's really fun to enjoy all the different games and championship atmosphere.
I'm just trying to keep up. I mean, it's been eventful from 2A. I wasn't quite ready for the 1A, but here we are. We're ready at 4A. Tomorrow is 5A, and then we go right into Saturday, which is 6A and open.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. I love how the growth of the game, here in our state, especially on the women's side, has just exploded. And, you've been doing it for quite some time. A lot of it is also from your efforts. So, I just want to say thank you for all you do for our student athletes and our basketball community.
Oh, thank you. But I don't know that I do all that much, but I try and give where I can.
Absolutely. So Coach, big transition for you. I know, you're very familiar with both these teams. I over the last, I want to say 5 to 10 years, you've just you know both Salpointe and Mesquite very well. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on how Mesquite will have to get back in the game against this really tough Salpointe team?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like Salpointe is bringing a ton of ball pressure, relentless. And even though Mesquite is at times getting through that pressure, Salpointe has great help side rotation. They're doing a great job bringing the help defense and rotating on the backside. And even when Mesquite kind of gets through all of that, there are times where they're getting looks at the rim, but they're just not necessarily converting those. And so I think, the depth of Salpointe and their ability to go to their bench, and then just continue with that relentless pressure. It just wears on you. And I just feel like right now, I think Hannah Williams is doing a fantastic job. She's a big, and she's out on the perimeter guarding guards, and she's moving her feet, and she's just putting a ton of pressure on people. And she's rebounding well, and I think Sydney's doing a great job. I mean, they just have they're really well balanced. They're just right now, I feel like just playing a little bit better than Mesquite is.
Yeah, and I mean it's right there. I think there's a little tweaks that Coach Gonzalez can do with her team to get them back in it. Her daughter is really, Kalia is really competing at a high level. Same with Neve, Gidry. She's really, they're fighting. They're battling out there.
And they always do. They play so hard all the time. I mean, that's what makes them one of the things that makes them so tough. I mean, certainly they're very talented, but they just play so hard. And I think, but I think they've run into a team in Salpointe that's also playing very, very hard, and they're relentless in their defense. And so I think Mesquite has to kind of settle down when they do break free from some of those defenders. They got to take their time and knock down those shots, maybe make the extra pass. They've had a few shots blocked, maybe make that extra pass, maybe play a little inside out. I think for Neve, she's such an athletic kid, playing back to the basket against the bigger girls from Salpointe. Maybe we need to see Neve step out and attack the basket off the bounce, because she's very strong off the bounce. And, she's very mobile. She gets the O boards really well. So I would want to see her kind of use her strengths and attack maybe Hannah, who's maybe not as quick, or Talia is certainly quick, but if you can get some help defense coming, you can get a kick to Pippa or to somebody for an outside shot.
I agree. That's just a great breakdown. I mean, Coach, whenever you're ready, I definitely want to bring you back as an analyst, because you do such a great job. And it was just like this morning I was thinking, Ty was like, come on, George. Ty is my productions manager behind the scenes, so he does all the technical side of it for me. And he's like, George, we got to get some coaches on this. Like, I know kind of new to us. We're trying to build it as it runs, as we're going along, and it's going to grow. Like I said, I'm the type of person that, hey, trial by error. We got to do it. We got to try to provide something. I know some people don't have access to the NFHS network, so I decided, hey, let's try to call the game, provide some color commentary, and just try to make it fun. And I know with 2A and 3A, we're looking at the numbers. We had like over 2,000 views.
Awesome. Hey, can I just say real quick, like, thank you for everything you're doing for girls basketball. And honestly speaking, I'm watching, I got a window pull. I'm actually at our boys volleyball game right now, watching them take on ACP. Big matchup in boys volleyball for us. But then I also have my computer. I'm watching the state championship game. And I got to be honest, like, I love that you know so much about each of these kids, each of these programs, their coaches. You're so familiar with the landscape of girls basketball in Arizona. And I appreciate that so much, because sometimes we get, broadcasts, where people are very unfamiliar with what we do and who's having a great year, and just some of those backstories on those kids that are so fun to hear. So thank you.
No, I really appreciate it. I mean, I remember when I was working for Anthony Ray, he had a kind of a staff that was put into place and to try to cover girls basketball. And he just says, George, can you just go over there and turn the wheels and help get the motor running for him? And then now it's kind of like I ended up enjoying it. I mean, I love covering girls basketball, and I've been watching it for a while because my sister is actually my favorite player, and she's younger than I am. We would be playing each other in the driveway 1-on-1. I know I used to play real aggressive towards her, and she would get frustrated, and it would kept coming back, and would just get she just worked on her skill, and she was really skilled. And we as adults, we kind of kick back and reminisce and laugh. And my sister's like, I appreciate you like playing me so hard like I was a boy. That just helped me with when I played, when I started getting older, and I was able to handle the contact, and handle playing against stronger and tougher competition. And it just again, she was younger, and what I've seen growing up is usually the younger sibling ends up a little bit better than the older sibling. So she was actually one of my favorite players to watch growing up, and I was able to follow her career. But again, I really love covering girls basketball. It's a lot of fun, being able to see the game, and there's a lot of really great talent, players, as well as even talented coaches, and it's a lot of fun. It's just pure. The sport is pure, and I love it, on the women's side. So, but
right, well, buckle up. This weekend's going to be great, and then it's March Madness. It's my favorite time of year, so it's going to be some great games.
Absolutely, and I know, like, even on the women's college side, it's just been so exciting. I've been following that too the last few years. It's just been super super exciting to watch. Coach, sorry to change the subject, but I know there's a big trend. You're transitioning next school year. You guys are going to be playing in 3A. How excited are you to do that? Because definitely, it's going to be an interesting, for all the teams. I know a lot of the 3A teams that I know coaches are like, oh wow, we got Seton Catholic coming down to 3A, and I said, well, technically they have 2A enrollment. They don't have a big, and they're really a small school, but they're just, Coach Self does a great job with a program that, they've just been so successful over the years. But ultimately, I remember our conversation we had back that, they had to do what's best for the school. As far as, competitiveness throughout for all the sports. So, I mean, how excited are you to have the opportunity to play even some of the northern teams, which that's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh yeah. And I don't know if anybody really remembers, but we spent 8 years in 3A from like 2000 through 2007 season. We were in 3A, and I will tell you, those crowds up on the reservation, They're absolutely incredible. And their support for the girls basketball teams, for their overall programs. I mean, it's just really, really something to see. And so obviously that's going to be a huge challenge for us. We don't have that kind of crowd support, but maybe we'll start to get some, because our gym's going to be packed, I'm sure. And, you know, I went to the 2A state championship on Saturday, and the 3A girls were following, and my goodness, the place was packed already before the 2A game was even started. I mean, it took us 45 minutes just to get into the parking lot. It was crazy. And so, yeah, I mean, we're just really excited about that opportunity. I understand there's going to be an open division for the smaller schools, so like a 1A, 3A open. Wow. So, yeah. So, I mean, for us being on the bigger side of the small schools, like at 550 kids, like we're a small 3A, but it'll at least finally be an opportunity for us to be on the bigger side of things. I think enrollment does matter. I think that was a really, really nice 6A tournament that we played in with a side of Seton. Like it was 7 6A teams and us. So I just feel like being on the bigger side of things, like maybe that balances things out a little bit, and maybe it gives us a chance to go out and compete and, you know, hopefully compete in the 1A, 3A open division next year.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, please, I'm going to ask you to please promise me that you're going to text me your schedule.
Absolutely.
Know, like, hey, George, FYI, hint,
sure.
Kind of what our schedule looks like. It's pencil, just because, my team and I, we're going to broadcast a few of your games next year. Definitely.
Awesome. Excellent.
So I'm looking to try to draw up the schedule as, earlier this summer. So it's set in stone, and, we know where to go, and my staff and I, we can go and do our thing and broadcast, some of the games from around the state. And, your program's definitely a team I want, especially if you're playing one of the northern teams. That'll be a lot of fun, especially a freedom game.
Sure.
I would be willing to call in sick. I know my boss is probably listening to me. Oh my goodness. Because I'm an educator myself, but I'm just giving them a heads up. Hey, if Seton Catholic's going up north, or if one of the northern teams are coming down, and depending, I might have to call in just to go to the game so I can set up.
That's awesome.
So, anyways, Coach, thank you for joining us. We're going to get ready back for the next half. I'm going to bring CK on. So I don't know if you've ever met CK. CK, this is Coach Karen Self. I mean, CK, he's works closely with me. He's my eyes and ears in the Four Corners area. He covers all of that northern corridor. Even into Colorado, New Mexico, Utah. I mean, he's just amazing and just a valuable resource to help me keep up with all the talent up there too.
Well, maybe he can give me some pointers for next year.
I knew that was coming. I've actually met you before, Coach. I used to coach on the Flag High staff back in like 17 and 18, and I met you when we played you guys once or twice. So
awesome. I mean, honestly speaking, I don't have my readers on, and this is a tiny little screen, so you look really familiar, but like I need those readers.
I got my readers on for sure. But yeah, I look forward. I look forward to you guys. I hope you play some teams up north next year, because I was telling some of the coaches, I said, you got competition now for sure. So it's going to be a good thing for sure. There's 4 teams coming back that are going to be pretty strong from the 3A North. So you're looking at Monument Valley is going to be tough. Of course, Page, even though they're losing a lot, they have a lot coming. And Chinle, for some reason, Chinle, man, she's a great coach, and they're always there. And Tuba Cities, they're young, but they're coming. They're all going to be juniors and sophomores next year, so they're fast. They like to run. So
great.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, if you ever, you're always welcome to hit me up. I'll let you know what I know. I do that for most of the teams, so.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
It just comes down to the players on the court and, a little bit of coaching, but, good coaches are always blessed with great players. So
yes,
they make us look good, don't they?
They sure do.
you've had some great ones. So it's awesome to talk to you. You're like a legend in Arizona, so it's pretty cool to talk to you. So thank you.
Good to see you again. We should probably get back to the game, right? Because is it starting up again?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Well, thanks, Coach, and we'll be in touch. You take care. Have a great evening.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
And we are back, guys, in action. Now it's Coach Karen Self of Seton Catholic Prep out there in Chandler, legendary coach here in Arizona. And the white team, a.k.a. the Lancers, are going to begin the half with possession. And just like that, ball moving is just amazing. Just they're really moving the ball. I mean, it's just it's quick, but Mesquite forces a turnover.
Yeah, Gonzalez bringing up the ball right now, surveying the court. Goes over to the wing, down low to Nelson. Looks like a loose ball on the ground. They're scrambling for it. Call a jump ball. Going to stay here with Mesquite. It's really hard to see their numbers with those blue uniforms. They're sweet unis, but it's hard to see them. Out to Nelson, over to Krieger down to Guidry. Guidry tacking in the lane, goes up, gets fouled by Henderson. So it looks like she's going to be going to the line shooting 2. I think that might be Henderson's 3rd foul, George.
Yeah, I believe so. That's if he was to get into foul trouble, that would be a big step back for Salpointe. That'd be a big gap for Salpointe to fill.
So Guidry at the line. First shot is good. 33-17 now. Salpointe over Mesquite. Guidry going back for a second one. Takes a few dribbles. Hits it. 33-18.
And, the Wildcats opened up with full court pressure. But just like that,
Ooh.
The Lancers slice and dice. Now is Jordan Watts with the lay-in breaking the press.
Nelson comes down, stops off the glass. That was a nice little hesitation move for 2 there for Mesquite.
Wow, this is going to be a really up-tempo game. Henderson goes downhill and kicks it out to Watts. And, I thought there was a foul on there. Was there a foul?
No foul.
Bodies on the floor.
Henderson got the board and put it back in. No foul. Mesquite with the ball. Gonzalez bringing the ball up the court now. Little hesitation drill, brings it out, sets up the play. Nelson guarding her.
Lancers just swarming on defense.
Yeah, they
are. We get a turnover. Now it's Anderson with the steal, and she travels. Turnover on the floor, but Coach Luvano and his staff looking for a foul reach call, but there was a no call. The Wildcats with the ball at the baseline, and now the Lancers are going to input full court pressure.
Guidry inbounding now. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez coming up. She's like a individual that can just break the press by herself with those handles. Oh, nice fake, and fake handoff, left the defense in the dust, and then Gonzalez goes all the way in for the bucket.
And Henderson's going to go downhill and is going to draw the foul. She's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Just a quick change of events. I mean, compared to the other game I called, this is a very up-tempo game. I mean, these teams, it's back and forth.
Yeah, they're like race horses out there right now, just zooming up and down.
And Henderson's going to hit the first free throw.
I think she missed it, George. The first
one. Missed it. I'm sorry, correction. So yeah, so she definitely hits the second one.
Yep. Gonzalez with the ball now for Mesquite coming up. Nelson's guarding her, but Gonzalez is giving her a workout. Creating space pretty easily. Behind the back, attacks the middle, goes to the lane. Layup's no good.
Rebound by Nelson to Anderson, and Henderson nearly loses the ball, but she stepped out of bounds. So the Wildcats are going to force a turnover. It's 38-22, 5:28 left in the third quarter.
Guidry to inbound to Gonzalez. Gonzalez working up the sideline again. Behind the back. Loose ball on the floor. What they called the timeout. Yep. Timeout for Mesquite.
Timeout by the Wildcats.
It was McClin on the floor. She lost the ball, and Coach Gonzalez made a quick timeout there to save possession, which is big right now, being down 16 with 5 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, Mesquite just got to get some stops and force some turnovers to get some more opportunity.
Yeah, they look a little more active though this quarter, than last. They're attacking the basket pretty good, kind of spreading the court, using their quickness a little bit, trying to use that to their advantage over the taller Salpointe team. So, like see how this works out for them. So Guidry getting ready inbound. Gets it into Gonzalez, back to Guidry. Handoff back to Gonzalez. Behind the back, pulls up. Kicks it out, gets it back. Just outside the three-point line. Drives the lane. Kicks it out again. They're really moving the ball at the top, probing for a shot. Guidry in the corner for three at the buzzer. No good at the shot clock.
And now, Evans going downhill. Layup is a little too strong. But we got a foul on the floor. Was it on Mesquite? No, it was on Salpointe. Gets a push on the rebound, is what the call was. Now we got a Mesquite ball at the baseline. I mean, that possession was quick, probably 5 seconds for a shot. That was quick.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, we got Gonzalez got the inbound pass, bringing it up behind the back. Nelson Gardner, but Nelson's going to be tired tonight because Gonzalez is taking her all over the court. Guidry inside, the spin move, draws the foul. Oh, no foul. They called traveling. That was one of those NBA moves that should have counted.
So now Nelson the inbound to number 24, Allison Evans bringing the ball up, swings it back to Nelson. Nelson surveys, kicks the ball to Dagnino. Salpointe really moving the ball, and they feed the ball to AJ Lual. Lual goes up and is fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. Definitely a head taller than the rest of the competition on the floor. AJ Lual standing nearly 6'5". She's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. And the first free throw is rims just out.
I don't know if you saw that before she shot. Started laughing. I wonder what somebody said to her. Did you see her smiling and laughing?
And she converts the second free throw. Nothing but net. What a nice stroke. Nice shot. And Salpointe putting that full court pressure.
Fisher goes coast to coast and throws it away on the pass. Down low. She should have went up and shot it. I think she had the shot. But foul's called now on Mesquite. So Salpointe ball. 4:02 left in the.
So we got 39-22. Lancers over the Wildcats. 4:02 left in the quarter. And Salpointe brings the ball up. Anderson gets the ball. She swings it over to I didn't even see who that was. Jordan Watts. Hannah Williams loses the handle, but Watts picks it up, facilitates, hits Anderson. Anderson, no, I take that back. Correction. Allison Even, and Even was called for the travel. We got a turnover, but before the turnover, we got a timeout on the floor. And coaches are going to talk it over with their teams. I mean, this is, even though it's a 17-point game, team like Mesquite, you cannot count them out. They play so hard, well coached, and I know Coach Gonzalez is going to be making some adjustments. She's going to be making adjustments.
They can definitely make a run.
Still a lot of time left. They got 3:43 left in the third, and another 8 minutes left in the fourth. I mean, right now we're looking at they're awarding a plaque. But I'm just waiting for the big chicken to come soaring in, because that's just my favorite piece of this event. Thank you AIA for bringing in ATL wings and their big 6'7", 250-pound chicken.
He keeps getting bigger.
I swear to God, I was like, wow.
He is the one big chicken. I know he can dunk. I want to see him dunk.
That'd be awesome. I definitely want to see that.
I like to see Krieger get going for Mesquite, knocking some threes down. She's been D'd up pretty good, but they need her because Gonzalez are their offense, so they need somebody else to kick in there. So I like to see Pippa Krieger get up some shots now.
And Lancer's putting in that full court pressure, like a full court
Fisher
2-1.
Fisher up the sideline. They're trapping. Get it in the middle to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, there's Pippa right there. See if she's got it. Boom! Right on cue, man. Right on cue. She hits the three. That was huge.
And inbound to Allison Even. Allison Even facilitates, brings the ball up, gives it to Nelson at the wing. Nelson looking to survey. Nothing there, and ball is turned over.
Fisher with the ball, bringing it up. Hesitation dribble. Pulls it out to Krieger. Krieger to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back down low to Fisher. She's probing, nothing there. Bring it back out, and Gonzalez on the wing. Hesitation dribble, drives the paint off the glass, no good. Gets her rebound back. New shot clock. Oh no, she loses it out of bounds though. Back to Salpointe. 14-point game. 2:42 to go in the third. Looks like Henderson's back, George.
So to inbound the ball, Sydney Anderson, inbound the number 24, Allison Even. Even's had a fantastic season. I remember seeing her. I seen her. She had a big summer. She had a big summer this past summer, and had a really big first half of the year. Anderson to Henderson. Henderson attacking from the wing, and up and under by Allison Even. That under the hoop dropped nothing but net.
That was a sweet shot, man. That was the best shot of the game. Mesquite goes down, misses the left-handed shot. Looks like we got a foul.
And they had a replay up and under with the left hand. That was a beautiful play. Beautiful play.
1, 2, 3, 4 defenders right there. And she gets it to drop. Nothing but net. Didn't even use the glass. That was sweet.
And Even is walking the ball up the court to Nelson on the wing. Back to Even. Even goes to work.
Rebound Guidry to Gonzalez. Back
and
to
her
Guidry.
shot's a little bit off.
Coming down. And puts it up. She's fouled by number 30, Williams. So Guidry will go to the line, shooting 2. 41-25, minute 52 left in the third. Salpointe's up. So any points Mesquite gets, they're big right now. First shot up and good for Guidry.
Nice shot. Neve's doing a heck of a job this game.
Yeah, she looks calm and relaxed. She looks poised. Next one up and good. 41-27.
And Henderson's bringing the ball up. I mean, Henderson just such a versatile player. Play all 5 positions. Henderson to even back to Henderson. Henderson looking to attack and hits a cutting. Nelson back to Henderson. Williams is trying to work the triangle. Nothing there. Good patience. Back to even. Even with the back door to number 13, Jordan Watts. And Jordan Watts converts the teardrop right there. Boom.
Good ball movement, good patience there. Guidry with the ball on the way. Passes it over to Fisher, back to Gonzalez. Need to swing it out. Gonzalez gets it tipped away, but they call a foul.
Got 58 seconds left in the quarter. I got a special guest after the quarter as well. I got Coach Colton Walker from Gilbert High School to join us for a few minutes between quarters, just to chop it up and talk about his season and talk about going into his transition to club season in the summer. And Guidry
nice. Hey, ask him about when they played Window Rock, what he thought of Melicia Nelson.
Oh no, you'll be on the cast. Like I said, when I bring on Colton, we'll have a good solid Q&A going.
Right on. So 43-29, 8.5 seconds. Mesquite's got the ball. Gonna inbound. They got to go the distance. Guidry inbounding. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Back to Guidry. Oh, there was a lot more time than 8 seconds. I was looking at the shot clock. My bad.
The turnover, and then we got even going downhill and throws it up in traffic and kisses off the glass. Count it.
Nice left.
43-29, 23 seconds left and counting.
Gonzalez
underneath.
Oh, get up there. Got the foul.
And she is fouled. She will go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. We got 17.1 seconds left in the third. Neve Guidry at the line to shoot 2. She was fouled underneath.
I bet she makes them.
Nothing but net on the bullseye.
$17.1 seconds left. 45-30 Salpointe. Guidry with the second shot coming up. And good.
In. Got 15 seconds left. Got Allison even bringing the ball up. Even the taxman goes downhill. And travel violation. But even was looking for a reach foul, but wasn't there. She, official was right there to call a travel. 6.9 seconds left in the third. And we got Wildcats ball on the baseline. Neve Guidry to bring the ball in.
Gets it into Fisher to Gonzalez. 3, 2.5. Oh, nice take and 1. Oh, that was sweet. Went in there with the right hand off the glass, drew the foul by number 15, DeGino. And that was just a really nice move. She got her shoulder on her, so she had her and she just attacked the basket. So that's a huge basket. She can cut it to 11 with the free throw with 1.5 seconds.
Kalia Gonzalez, what a crafty move to the hoop.
45,
Wow.
30. That was a big shot there.
Huge shot. So 45-34. Salpointe leading by 11, but the Wildcats are clawing back. With that being said, between quarters, let's bring on our special guest, Coach Holton Walker. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, George. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I really appreciate you joining us. I mean, first of all, congratulations on a great season, Coach. You did a phenomenal job. Definitely, you've pushed the limit every game. Gilbert's you've turned that program into just a contender. Like it's a team that, yeah, you may be a little undersized, but you know what? You bring the rainstorm. Your kids can shoot from all over the court and in bunches. So definitely one of my favorite programs to follow and watch.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that.
So how is you? I mean, now, Coach. I mean, end of the season. You're going to be transitioning to the spring. I know you're heavily involved with club. I mean, does it ever stop? I mean, I know your significant other. She must be so amazing just to be able to understand the sacrifice that it's her sacrifice of time with you because you're always out there on the court. It's like whether it's high school season, club, it doesn't matter. You're always out there, Coach. I always see you out.
Yeah, I mean, for the past, since I've been at Gilbert, it really hasn't stopped. I mean, club tryouts usually start, that next week after the state championship. So last summer I coached 2 teams with Arizona Elite, but not a lot of people know about it, but I'm actually taking this spring and summer off from coaching club. And a lot of it had to do with kind of just didn't want to burn myself out. After last club season, rolling right into the school year, being a teacher and coaching high school as well. I think it came a lot for me, and just need a break from basketball a little bit, which sounds crazy given that it's my life 24/7, 365. But I'm looking forward to still being there to help out when I can, and being able to watch our kids. Not just the players in my program, but other kids around the state, and kind of take a back seat for a little bit and just be a supporter and not so much a coach.
Oh, definitely. And I know CK had a quick question for you. I know this is a really short segment because we went right into the fourth quarter. But go ahead, Coach CK. I know you wanted to ask Coach Walker his thoughts.
Yeah, so earlier in the season, you guys played Window Rock from up north, and I just wanted to know what you thought about Melissa Nelson.
Oh, she was awesome. So, hosting them at our tournament, I got to watch them throughout the tournament, but I watched them particularly in the semifinals against Buckeye. And the number one thing I told all my coaches watching them was, these guys can play. Like, don't let the 3A tag fool you. They have some really good players. And Alicia, man, she's a great playmaker. The way she was able to pass the basketball, I mean, she had a couple passes in her game where our teammates unfortunately couldn't finish. But, I mean, she made plays that, even as a coach, you're not seeing out there on the floor. I think she's a really good player. And I hope a local, school picks her up because, I mean, she can help a team. You could tell this is their entire team, the way they competed. Just the environment in that game as well was something I'll never forget. So super big fan of her, super big fan of Window Rock. Would love to play him again. Would love to play a lot of those schools up north whenever we get the opportunity.
Cool, man. Thanks for your insight on that. I appreciate that because she's one of my favorite players. And like you say, with her passing, it's like all season I'm just like, I'll ask her after the game, like, how'd you see that girl? Like it's just
Right.
kind of old school to me, kind of old school player. So, but hey, I appreciate you coming on with us, and thank you. It was great chatting with you, and maybe we'll see you in the gym somewhere checking out a game this summer.
Of course, definitely.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Again, congratulations on a great season, and I'm excited. You returned back a huge core. I'm just so excited to watch you guys compete next year, and I have it as one of my teams, one of my favorites to go deep next year in the Open.
Well, we appreciate it, and we love the support and love what you guys are doing for girls basketball in the state. So we appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach, and have a good night, and we'll chat again soon.
You guys as well. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right, we're on a commercial break again. I apologize because it was kind of crazy that first Well, between the first and second quarter, there was a little bit more time, but these guys went right away, quick. We're on a commercial break, bringing back the action. It's a 9-point game. Salpointe up 47-30 over Mesquite. 6:32 left in the game, and all I got to say is the Wildcats are clawing back. They are attacking on all levels, on defense, trying to make plays. They're going down here, attacking the rim, and Henderson to the lane. Shot's no good, but she goes from out of bounds trying to save it. So it's a turnover. Change of events quick. I mean, the momentum shifted. Wildcats are clawing their way back.
Guidry's got the ball now, bringing it up the court. They can cut it to 7 or 6 here with a bucket. Guidry attacks. Gets the ball knocked away. It out of bounds, so it's going to be Mesquite underneath the hoop. 6:08 to go. It's a 9-point game. So big possession here, big possession. Guidry to inbound. We got a box 4 down low. Fisher gets it out to Gonzalez. Dumps it down to Guidry. Guidry takes a mid-range. Oh, in and out. Oh, Fisher with the board. Guidry gets it back, goes in and attacks, draws the foul by number 33, Anderson. So Guidry's going back to the line. She's been money so far. I don't know. She just seems a lot more poised tonight. Against Flag, she seemed to kind of be pushing it. But she just seems relaxed out there tonight doing her thing.
And Guidry's first shot is just short.
Oh, man. No legs.
Both
Gotta
teams
hit
are
this
competing. And Guidry, to her second free
they're
throw,
going at it.
just rims out. Rebound by Talia Henderson. Henderson's looking to go downhill. Kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson with the 3. Or was it a 2? Count it.
Man.
Hit that nice shot from the wing.
Gonzalez with the ball. Got a double high post. She's attacking baseline. Dribbles out. Loses the ball. Gets it deflected. Gets it back. Kicks over to Krieger for 3. Nope. No good. Bucket, though. Rebound by Nelson or Fisher, and she gets the bucket. So I think it's 50-40 now. 50-40.
10-point game. Wildcats knocking on the door. Even to Henderson, swings it back, even goes up, shot is blocked.
Ooh.
And now the Wildcats are looking to chop into the 10-point lead to bring it back to single digits.
Fisher on the wing. Gonzalez almost loses it, gets it back, brings it out, settles everybody down. 4:44 left. Passes it on the wing, kicks it over to Guidry. Guidry back to Gonzalez for a 3. No good. A little too strong. Even with the ball bringing it up.
Brings the ball to Allison Even. And there's a hand check by Kalia Gonzalez. And the Lancers are going to get the ball on the sideline. Just a quick change of events. I mean, these teams are battling. Definitely battling.
Yeah.
And we got a foul. Henderson draws a foul. And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I remember your event, Allison Even. She had a great event at your summer.
Yes, she has. She's been doing phenomenally well.
First free throw is good by Henderson. Hits the second, so got them both 52-40. Fisher bringing it up. Flying down the court out to Krieger for 3. From the corner, no good. Offensive rebound there by Udall. Udall with it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacking the lane. Kicks it out to Krieger again. Nothing there. Gonzalez in the corner down low. No foul called off the glass. Second time, though, they get a foul by Fisher. She'll be going to the line to shoot 2. So 52-40, 3:53 left, Salpointe. And Fisher going to the line to shoot 2 shots for Mesquite. First shot
And the
is
Wildcats
good.
really just battling back. We got about
there's no quitting them. They're scrapping.
Second free throw is good.
Gets them both. 10 points.
We got a timeout on the floor. Coach is going to want to talk it over. And this is for all the marbles in 4A. All the marbles. The grand finale.
Yeah, it should be a good ending. We got just under 4 minutes to go. Mesquite gets a stop or 2 in a bucket. It's anybody's ball game at that point. This is kind of similar to the Desert Vista game the other night. They got down almost 10 in the fourth and just battled back, started hitting some threes, ended up winning that in overtime. So it's kind of got a similar flow to it.
Absolutely. It's super exciting. I mean, this is a war. These kids are swinging back and forth. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm not surprised. This is an instant classic in the making. I can't. It just builds the excitement for 5A, 6A, and Open. Over the next 2 days.
Yeah,
it's a lot of championships.
And it's hard to keep up.
This game, these kids play so fast, so fast.
Yeah. Oh man, that pizza commercial. That place is so good. Have you ever had it?
No, I haven't. Now you got me just thinking.
Oh man.
And
yeah,
Talia Henderson
after some of our...
Sounds like a plan. Pizza. Oof.
Yep.
And Henderson brings the ball up. She's in trouble. And bad pass, and it's a turnover. Mesquite's going to retain possession at the baseline.
Fisher to inbound. Nelson.
Man, I see the AIA media table. Those guys are eating some chicken sandwiches. I can see it.
Fisher with the ball over to Gonzalez. Guarded tightly by Nelson. Guidry comes up. High post gets it. Tacks the windows to kick it out, but it's stolen by Williams. Another loose ball on the floor. It's a scramble. Looks like Krieger's got it. Jump ball. Who's ball? Mesquite ball. They need a bucket here. This would be big to get a bucket right here. Guidry to inbound to Gonzalez. Back to Guidry. Almost went over and back, but saved it. Gonzalez attacking. Outside to Udall. Udall over to Fisher. Fisher attacking. Baseline, nothing there. Kicks it out to Guidry. Udall for 3. Oh, in and out. No good. Guidry with the board. Underneath comes up. Tries a reverse. No good. Scramble for the ball. Krieger comes out with it. Over to Gonzalez. Back to Udall. Back to Krieger. Nothing doing. Back to Gonzalez. Up at the top of the circle. She gets it deflected. Gets it back. Attacks. Back to Guidry. Guidry over to Udall. Down low to Fisher. Fisher's going to... Nice turnaround. off the glass. That was a nice move. Bunny, 8-point game.
We got a foul because, I mean, right after that bucket, no time to celebrate. They're turning around and running a full court press. There was a foul on the floor. Salpointe is going to retain possession on the sideline. 52-40.
Looks like a time.
We got a timeout on the floor. 2:15 left. 2:15 left in the game. Salpointe up by 8, 52-44 over Mesquite. And it's a 4-bucket game. Just definitely within reach. The Wildcats are clawing back.
Still anybody's ball game. Mesquite obviously needs to get another stop here and get a bucket. But they're battling. They're battling. It's a fun game for sure. A lot of heart out there for sure. How's the weather down there today, George?
You know, the weather over here has been just silly, man. It's like warm and it's chilly and it's warm. I'm just like, man.
Actually, I'm coming down tomorrow night. I'll be down there Saturday for our tryouts.
What time is your tryouts on Saturday? I apologize. I can't remember off the top of my head.
11 to 1:30 for the younger kids, junior high, and then 11 to 12:30, and then 12:30 to 2 o'clock for the high school kids. Oh, hard foul there. Henderson went down hard. She's hurting. She landed kind of tailbone and maybe hit her head too.
That was a hard foul. Oof.
She's still down.
And they're going to be
evaluating coming out. Check her.
You know, I hope she's okay. That would be definitely a huge loss for the Lancers. And just a hard foul.
Yeah, it was clean. It was clean. You know, just attacking the basket. You know, good clean foul. She just kind of off balance when she went up, and then the pressure from the defender. But she looks like she's all right. She bounced up pretty good.
So we got 154 left in the game. Lancers 52, Wildcats 44, and the shoot free throws for Henderson is going to be 33. Sydney Anderson going to be at the line to shoot two. Because since Henderson went up on the way, was fouled on the way up, Anderson converts the first of two. 53-44. Salpointe with the 9-point lead, and now she's going to go and shoot her second free throw is good. Lancers bring the lead back to double digits, but still inputting full court pressure on the Wildcats.
Gonzalez coming up over to Krieger. Back to Gonzalez. Down low to Guidry. Guidry's got it. Out to Udall for three. She hits it. She hits the three. 7-point game. That was big. Minute 32 to go. 54-47. Nice move by Anderson.
And even going down the hill and converts the lay-in, but was there a foul on the floor?
Looks like it might have been on the floor.
The camera moved really, really quick on that one. It's unable to catch it. So Allison Evans is going to go to the 5'9" junior guard. First of two, off to the right. Still, Salpointe has the lead, 54-47 over Mesquite. Second free throw is good. Salpointe builds their lead back to 8. 55-47.
Gonzalez coming up over to here. Back to Gonzalez. Got to go now. There's not much time. Minute 6. Need a bucket. Over in the corner to Krieger. Krieger attacking out to Udall. Back to Gonzalez. Defense is on point right now. Tough shot. Oh, she hit it. Runner off the glass. 55-49. 48 seconds.
And we got a foul, reaching foul.
Free throws get a little harder at this point, especially in a state championship game. But I don't know. Even she's a solid player, so.
And we got a timeout on the floor.
42.5 seconds left. So.
55-49. Salpointe over Mesquite, and Mesquite's really pushing the envelope. They're really taking a swing and really pushing the envelope.
They're leaving it all on the court right now, for sure. They battled. I'm impressed with how they played tonight. Like, they've definitely battled.
Definitely, Coach Gonzalez, Candace Gonzalez does a great job with her program over there. Her teams, they compete hard year in, year out. The Wildcats, just one of those programs just one of the powerhouse programs here in the East Valley.
Yeah, they're always solid. She's an excellent coach.
Gets the most out of her kids. They compete at a very high level all the time.
So we got 2 shots coming up for Allison Even. 6-point game, 42.5 seconds left. First one up. I don't know if she made it because the video didn't show.
The angle didn't show. So it did. And the second one's no good. Mesquite 49, Salpointe 56. Mesquite pushing the ball up the court. Need a quick bucket. I just don't know what. We got a foul for a reach foul.
Not in the bonus yet.
31 seconds left. And shot clock is off.
They're going 4 across. Fisher pops out, gets the ball over to Krieger. They need a shot.
27.4 seconds. There's a foul on the floor. Coach Gonzalez is
some fouls.
Trying to create urgency in her kids because the clock is not their friend right now.
No. Got to get it in, deflect it out.
We got a timeout on the floor. 26.3 seconds. Salpointe 56, Mesquite 49. It seems like this half is taking a little longer because both teams kind of measured each other out already.
Yeah. I mean, the Mesquite's in a must-score situation here. They need to score and then get a quick foul and, hope Salpointe misses their free throws. But it's looking pretty good for Salpointe right now. It took a lot of time off the clock so far this possession.
Yeah, so it's Mesquite's going to need a quick bucket and a quick stop real quick. Real quick, is that time's of an essence.
All right, Gonzalez did it. to inbound on the baseline. Gets it out. Udall shoots the three. It's blocked, deflected. Salpointe's got it. And they're fouled. Nelson's fouled.
Nelson's going to go to the line, but before that, there's a timeout on the floor by Coach Gonzalez. She wants to talk it over. Full timeout. Again, I want to thank all my viewers for tuning in and supporting what we're doing, trying to grow the game and promote basketball, girls basketball here in the state of Arizona, and also across the West Coast. I mean, we've covered, New Mexico, North and South. I mean, I know CK's covered the North for me. I mean, we were able to watch Gallup. I was able to watch Gallup and Window Rock earlier in the season, as well as I was able to drive out to Las Cruces. Cover Las Cruces. Ended up playing Volcano Vista out of Albuquerque. That was a really good game, as well as California and Hawaii. I mean, just trying to grow the coverage and promote all these kids. There's so much talent on the women's side. Super exciting. So Salpointe's going to inbound the ball. Talia Henderson is going to bring the ball out at the baseline. Has to go 94 feet, but it's only 21 seconds left. 21.9. Just going to run out the clock. And then there's a foul right there real quick. And Sydney Anderson is going to go to the line. They're in the double bonus, that new rule this year. 5, it goes quarter to quarter. You go in the double bonus at 5 team fouls.
Yeah, I look for her to ice it right here. She's got a really nice shot. Solid player, really.
Seconds left. And you called it. First shot. Good. Nothing but net. Beautiful shot. Beautiful release. Sydney Anderson, one of the top players out of Southern Arizona, just a junior. That team is loaded. Salpointe is going to be loaded. Be one of my favorites next year to go deep in the Open as well.
Yeah, they don't rebuild, they just reload.
And second free throw is good. Right through the cylinder. And Wildcats are going to have to bring the ball in. 57-49, or 58, correction, 58-49. Salpointe up. The ball is poked out, but we got a reach foul, and Talia Henderson is going to go to the line, shoot 2.
Yeah, that's going to be it there. But you got to give Mesquite credit. They played hard, and they played till the end, so got to give them credit. They battled Salpointe, but it's going to be Salpointe taking the championship.
Salpointe is just loaded again. Salpointe, the Sentinels they're gonna be bad. Correction, not the Sentinels, the Lancers. I apologize.
You're thinking of our guest earlier there, buddy.
Yeah, I was thinking about Team Catholic. I apologize. Yeah, the Lancers. My bad. And Henderson's first free throw is off. I mean, thanks everybody again for for being patient. I've been just battling this bug. My medicine's wearing off. As soon as this game's over, I'm going to run downstairs and take my meds. I got a respiratory infection I'm fighting, but I'm managing, and there we go. Henderson converts. Got 9.3 seconds left. 59-49, Salpointe holding on to a double-digit lead. Gonzalez looking to go downhill to get off a quick shot. There's the 3, and it rims off, but tapped out by Salpointe. So Wildcats are going to get the ball at the baseline. 1.1 seconds left in the game. And steps on the line, turnover, 1.1 seconds. Salpointe is going to go on, and all they have to do is get the ball in, run out the clock. And there it is, and that's the game. That's a game. What a game. Congratulations to the Salpointe Lancers for hanging on to win the 4A state championship over a really stout and tough Mesquite Wildcats team. What a game. I mean, it looked like, Salpointe was gonna try to run away with it early, but my hats off to Mesquite, led by Gonzalez and Guidry with the 1-2 punch, kept them creeping back into the game. But congratulations to both teams on a really good season for both schools.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought game. Mesquite really battled. Salpointe just, a little more experience, a little couple of really good, solid players, and but Mesquite battled. They got some great young players as well. They're going to be back as well. I mean, they're, like you say, they're loaded too. So probably see them again next year. These two teams, if they don't go too far in the open division. But thanks again for having me, George. That was fun.
No, I really appreciate you helping me out. I mean, I'm still under the weather. I'm going to battle. I know Saturday I'm going to have an eventful day doing 6A and open. So I know you got trials, but if you have time to chime in, come on through. I'm going to turn around and try to probably find another guest for the Saturday to help me call Saturday's games. And that's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me pull it up real quick. So I know the open division. Hey, I can pull up the brackets. Well, tomorrow we're going to be back. CK and I, we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be calling the 5A state championship here. We're going to have a listening party. But the 6A state championship is going to start at 11 a.m. So it'll be 10:50 a.m. will be the listening party for 6A. And then the open will be at 4:50 p.m. because that tips off at 5 p.m. on Saturday. So I'm assuming, CK, you might be able to jump on for the open.
Yeah, I'm actually. We're going to be right out by you for our tryouts, not far from you. So we'll see what we can do. We'll be done around 2, so gives me some time for sure.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, like I said, I'm just gonna pivot and just be ready just in case. But no, it's definitely going to be an exciting. I'm just excited. A lot of good basketball here the next couple of days to round out the season. And again, shout out to my guests that were able to join us. Coach Davin Leslie out of Dobson High School, and Coach Karen Self from Seton Catholic, and Coach Colton Walker out of Gilbert. Really, thank you guys for joining us today. Again, I apologize to all my listeners. We tried our best. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with the stream a little early on, but we were able to kind of get it together. So again, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you, CK. Thank you, Ty, so much for helping me with all of this. I really appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Ty. Yep. Take it easy, brother. We'll see you soon.
Sounds good. And I'm going to end the stream. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.